Good morning, YouTube. Sunday morning. Wanted to talk about something different today. People of color, well, all people around the world love Bruce Lee. But a lot of people of color, me growing up in Brooklyn, black people, Spanish people, we used to love to go and watch his movies. So there's a big thing going on right now in YouTube about how great Bruce Lee was, how incredible he was, how brutal and fast he was. But I have a problem with that. You know, you got a lot of Bruce Lee fans that believed the Hollywood hype about Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee supposedly was a great fighter, right? I've personally seen two fights of Bruce Lee. I'm not saying I was at the fights, I'm only 52. I've seen them online. And in these fights, he wore full pads. I mean, he was padded up, his whole body, his head. And supposedly the guys he were fighting were champions. Not impressive at all. It just looked like a regular old amateur karate fight that you would watch anywhere else. He didn't possess that speed. He didn't have that style that he does in the movies that people believe. I mean, people believe, a lot of people believe what they see in the movies. They see him in the movies and he's fighting 10 guys and da 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 da. No. When you get in a real fight, that stuff goes out the window. Jackie Chan already talked about that. Jackie Chan says, when you do movies, you watch me fight in movies, you see all this beautiful style. He said, but in a real fight, it's like, and it's over in like 2 seconds. So, this Hollywood, I'm sorry, I have to say, Bruce Lee is a Hollywood made up myth. He might have been a legend in kung fu movies, but as a fighter, there is no evidence of Bruce Lee being a legend of anything. Bruce Lee has never fought in competitions. Bruce Lee has never fought in championships. Bruce Lee hasn't fought. Let's be real. He hasn't fought anywhere. Nobody, you hear stories, you watch a documentary, and you got one of his friends from 60 years ago saying, oh yeah, he was this, he was that. We don't know that. This is just somebody, one of his friends hyping him up. So you wonder where all this stuff came from. Hollywood hype. Because number one, Bruce Lee was what? Like 135 pounds? He was a small guy. 140 pounds maybe? He was a small guy. But people talk about Bruce Lee like he would beat the shit out of anybody. And nobody has ever seen him fight. That's the problem. Nobody has seen him fight unless he was in a movie. Nobody has seen him in a competition. Nobody has seen him fight in a championship. Nobody has seen him fight anywhere. And me, the research guy that I am, I found two actual fights of his, and they were amateurish. He didn't have that speed. He didn't have that all that stuff. He didn't do none of that. Because in real fights, that shit doesn't work. That's movie shit. For you Bruce Lee fans who are going to diss me after this video, whoever watches it, and say, well, he didn't fight because he didn't believe in competitions. I'm like, come on. Bruce Lee did a ton of demonstrations. And I just watched one this morning. And it said the brutal speed of Bruce Lee. Brutal speed? That speed is not brutal. It's fast. It's not brutal. And the guy he's doing the demonstration on is not fighting him back. He's just standing there. The guy's standing there waiting for Bruce Lee to come in. And Bruce Lee comes in and goes, that's it. So Bruce Lee was created by China's Hollywood and Hollywood here in America. It's a myth. If you want to call him a legend, I can understand him being a legend of kung fu movies. Yes. A legend of fighting? No. Philosophy, he did a lot of philosophy books. He wrote a lot of philosophy about fighting styles. He actually created a fighting style. But does it work? Because he's never attempted to show that that style works. It might have looked good on paper, but does it look good in a real fight? Because let's be real, that Chinese style of fighting is obsolete. It's done. It's been done for years and years and years and years and years. MMA, Taekwondo, all those styles, shoot fighting before them, all those styles have overtaken the ancient Chinese styles or whatever. But I'm just here to tell you Bruce Lee fans that don't believe the hype. Bruce Lee was great in the movies. He was fast in the movies. He can kick 10 motherfuckers' ass in the movies. But in real life, it doesn't work like that. And Bruce Lee has yet to prove to me and millions of people that he can actually fight. So that's my take on Bruce Lee. Eddie Berrios.